your posture. The spine is tall, the crown of your head is over the base of your spine. And we're going to begin with just about a minute or so of Kapalabhati. Spine is tall. Crown of your head is over the base of your spine. And you're just finding that rhythm of out-breath, letting the in-breath take care of itself. Good. And then you're going to exhale everything out. Bend the right elbow, block the right nostril, and breathe deeply in through the left. Block both of your nostrils. Sit as tall as you can and allow your attention to move into your abdomen, the center of your belly. Keep lifting your chest up. Then you're going to breathe out through the right nostril. All the breath out. Push it out. There it is. And then you're going to breathe in through the right nostril. Big, deep, and full breath. Block both your nostrils. Lift the collarbones up, and you want your attention to descend into the abdomen. You want to feel the held breath in the abdomen, the prana in your abdomen. And from here, you exhale through the left nostril completely. Release your hand to your thigh, and simply begin to notice any shifts. The shifts are things that we can notice. They're things, they're objects. So it's not necessarily about shifting, but we're shifting so we can become aware of it and then fall back into awareness. And begin to taste awareness as an experience. Okay, the second round, Kapalabhati. Almost like you're trying to blow out a candle that's about a foot in front of your nostrils. That's it. It doesn't have to be in rhythm with your neighbor. And you'll notice the inhale takes care of itself. It's just a forceful exhalation, like you're trying to blow out a candle. That's it, just like that. You hear the difference? And you'll feel the belly will pull in on its own. All right, now breathe everything out. Bend the right elbow, block the right nostril, deeply breathe in through the left. Now lift the collarbones, block both. Slightly tuck the chin. Energy, consciousness, vibration, awareness in the belly. Trying to enliven and awaken what's called the Muladhara chakra, the floor of the pelvis, the stomach center, the heart center. Very slowly breathe out through the right now, sitting up as tall as you can as you exhale. Breathe deeply in through the right nostril. Lift your chest, create some space, block both nostrils, allowing that energy. When you tuck the chin slightly, it's a bit of what's called a bandha or a lock, and it keeps the breath, the energy, the prana in the belly, which is where we want it. We want to enliven that part of us. And then we'll breathe out through the left. All of it leaves your body, and then the right hand replaces to the thigh. Spine is tall. Crown of head over the base of your spine. And we'll do one more round, Kapalabhati. little bit longer. Okay, breathe everything out. Bend the right elbow, breathe deeply in through the left nostril. Hold the breath. Let your chin slightly drop, but the collarbones lift up to meet the chin. Feel that descending energy, the prana collecting in the belly. Perhaps a swirling sensation, enlivening the floor of the pelvis. Retain it a little bit longer. And then slowly exhale through the right. Bringing your spine upright again if you tucked your chin. And then deep breath in through the right. Lifting your collarbones, descending your chin as you retain the breath. All of your energy, consciousness, and attention is in the belly right now. Let the breath just swirl there and the body absorb the prana. You want to absorb the prana so the breath can settle. And what's called the chitta vritti can settle. The fluctuations of the mind, the turning of the mind, which will help us to become untethered from it. And then we'll breathe out through the left. And release your hand to your thigh. And adjust. Spine is tall, crown of head. Noticing any lights or sensations. Again, all sensation, all forms of things that we can see and objectify are there so we can become aware of them, fall back into the expanse of consciousness. Now the next stage of the practice here is going to be in chanting Om. But just imagine I'm sitting behind you, and when we chant the A, the big A sound, my hand is on the small of your back. And as that A turns into a U, and your lips begin to close, my hand rises up to about the middle back. As the lips close and the vibration of M, my hand rises up the neck and right up to the crown of your head. And you stretch the M out as long as you can. So when you're chanting AUM, rather than having my hand on your back, it's your conscious attention rising from the floor of the pelvis, up through the heart, as it turns into you, and through the crown of your head. Now typically we lean into the A, but I want the A to be the shortest part of the chant, the M to the longest, simply because of the state of consciousness that we're trying to achieve. Okay? Now we don't have to do it together. If your M is a little longer than his or hers, it's fine. And we'll just chant like a sea of Om together. So we'll do the first one together, and then you'll be on your own depending on what your capacity is. Let's breathe in for Om. Continue in your own time, yogis. Don't have to wait for me. Remember, the A is the shortest, the M is the longest. Consciousness at the top of your head. have the intention that you're not going to move a muscle. Your whole body is completely still, or what's called kaya sthira, absolute physical stillness. Now within this stillness, you are an open vessel, motionless awareness. Notice how subtle and quiet your breath is. You want to let it be, just let it settle. The quieter the breath, the body feels safe, it feels present. The more the potential for consciousness to expand beyond the vibration of the body. Now the fan is on above us, and I'd like for you to become aware of the sensation of the air moving. I think we all can feel it. Now, to put into practice what the author is advising us to do, we start with the question, what part of my body, what part of me feels the air? And then you ask the question, who is aware of my skin feeling the sensation of air? We'll start there. What part of me is feeling the air being circulated? Ask that question. Who is aware of my skin? So the answer I get is my skin, the skin. Well, who is aware of the skin? Now become aware of your body breathing. Involuntary breath. So what part of my body feels the breath? I feel a slight pulse in my stomach, the air moving through my nostrils. Now you ask the question, who is aware of the body as it breathes? Notice the car passing by, the traffic. Who is aware? What part of me is aware of the ears as they listen to the sounds? Can you hear the hum of the refrigerator in the lobby? Who is aware of the ears as they listen? become aware of the space in the room, the space behind you, surrounding your body. Who is aware of the space of the room? Bring your attention to the inner wall of your forehead. What part of you is aware of the inner wall of your forehead? Who is looking into that space? Allow consciousness to expand beyond all of the objects that are within the space of consciousness. If your attention starts to concentrate on one of them, notice that. Whether it's a sound or a sensation or a thought or even a feeling in your body. What part of me is aware of that? Who is aware of that? And that's the process, the first step of becoming untethered and expanding our consciousness, our conscious awareness. Explore the farthest reaches of your consciousness. How far out can you expand? Remember, behind you, it's all around us. It's not, consciousness is not a direction. It is infinite. The objects within it are finite. Sound and vibration. Just like the hum of the refrigerator, your body also vibrates. Thoughts are vibrations. Light, vibration. They all happen within the space of consciousness. attention may move to the sounds, or perhaps the sensations in your body. When you notice that, return to the question, who is aware? And let consciousness expand. And watch the way your attention oscillates from a thought to a feeling in the body, to the breath, to a sound outside of us. What part of you is aware of that? The part of us that watches is not, it's unconditioned, it's unqualifiable. So we learn to not fight it. We watch our nature. It goes here, it goes there. In a way, knowing something is power, and you can smile in a way, like the Mona Lisa has a little smile. Because you see it now. Awareness and attention moves from these different things. That's called chitta vritti. It's the turning. Some call it the monkey mind. And by observing it, that is the way to settle it. It's called chitta vritti nirodha, or the cessation of the fluctuation. It starts to settle a little bit. Doing so, we're able to fall back a little bit easier into consciousness, into the witness. It's tough when there's a lot of disturbance to really view it all, because it draws us in. Part of me, and who is watching it. traffic settled down a little bit. The whole party was aware of the traffic settling. Things rise and fall, but what remains is consciousness. Remember your body. Remember your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long, slow breath out. I'll have you guys lower your chin. And let your eyes just open about halfway. With your eyes about halfway open, just kind of lift up your head. And even though my eyes are halfway open, I see all of you. But I'm not looking at any of you. Come into that, it's called open eye meditation. Notice the state change. If we were to strap you up to some devices, machinery to measure, you're in a meditative state. But again, the state is an object in the field of consciousness. We change the state to heighten consciousness, to become aware of the state. So now we know the meditative state, we know when we're stressed, we know when we're tense or tired. We're able to see thoughts, to discern the thoughts, to notice the different facets of our psyche. Look at them. And when we look at them, it's the act of including them. And by nature, when we include, we transcend. We rise above them. The amount of energy it takes to ignore, or push away, or deny, or be fake, it's no longer part of what we do. Eventually the eyes, they naturally open up a little bit more. Now I see the entire room, only because of my vantage point.